Welcome everybody into the campus of Howard Community College. We are in the Dragon's Lair today for a noon tip-off between your Howard Community College Dragons and the visiting CCBC Dundalk Lions. I am Matt Trudell. I will be with you here today. These two teams split their two matchups last year, pre-pandemic, with the Dragons winning the last one, 104-80-6. But here we are, it is a new year. The Lions come into today 8-8, 4-3 in Maryland JUCO, where your home Dragons come in today 13-5, 2-0 in the conference, and 5-0 at home on the season. They are looking to get their 25th straight home victory in this building. The Dragons are currently on a 6-game winning streak, the most recent one coming Friday night against the Anne Arundel Community College Riverhawks, 104-64. The Dragons average 82.4 points per game, giving up 64.6. They are coached by Mike Smelkinson, Will Thomas, Terrell Willis, Jay Nowaski, Alvarez Jr., and Robert Davis III. On the other side, the Lions are coached by Jerron Taylor, Gus Durr, Byron King, Daryl Perry, Jermaine Rutley, and Lynn Smack. Let's get into the starting lineups for this afternoon's game. Starting with the Lions, starting at guard, number 3, Murray Grant. Number 5, Jalen Amaruso. Number 11, Jordan Foster. Number 20, Jason Muzan. And number 33, Amir Johnson. For your home Dragons, starting at guard, number 1, David Gary. At guard, number 2, Deshaun Eaton. Guard, number 12, Joel Webb. Forward, number 21, Kobe Baptiste. And center, number 24, Steve Gore. Deshaun Eaton leads the Dragons 17.1 points per game. David Gary follows behind 13.8 and Joel Webb with 10.2. On the other side of the ball, Murray Grant is the leader of the starters, 13.4 points per game. But the leading scorer in this team is number 12, Nasir Johnson, 14.5. Avion Robinson has 12.1 points per game. And then you have Balenga Kabasu, 10.8, and Amir Johnson rounding it out, 10.6 points per game. This Lions team is on a 3-game losing streak. Their 3-game losing streaks at Monroe College, 72-58, versus Erie Community College, 79-69. And then they lost on the 19th of January to Allegheny College of Maryland, 61-57. They come into this game averaging 71.3 points per game, and they give up 72 points per game. So that is something to look at as we get into play today. The Dragons, again, undefeated in the conference and undefeated at home this year, looking to continue that here on this Sunday afternoon. We are 3.5 minutes away from the playing of the national anthem and the announcing of starters. We will be back at tip-off for action.
please the starters for today's game, beginning with the visiting CCBC Dundalk Lions. A freshman guard, number 3, Murray Grant. A freshman guard, number 5, Stephen Imalusa. A freshman guard, number 11, Jordan Foster. A sophomore guard, number 20, Jason Muzan. And a sophomore guard, number 33, Amir Johnson. Along their coach, Dr. Taylor. And now, the starters for your Howard Dragons. Sophomore guard, number 1, David Gary. Sophomore guard, number 2, Deshaun Eaton. Sophomore forward, number 12, Joel Webb. Freshman guard, number 21, Cody Baptiste. And a freshman center, number 24, Steve Dorr. The Dragons are coached by Mike Smelkinson.
All right, Matt Trudell back with you here in Columbia as the Dragons take the court. Steve Jord looking to take the opening tip. He is waiting for someone to step to the line. And that will be number 11, Jordan Foster of the Lions. And we got the first whistle, and we're underway. Steve Jord taps it back to Deshaun Eaton, and the Dragons will have the first possession of the afternoon. Eaton's going to move to his right, bounce it back over to Kobe Baptiste. Baptiste over to Gary. Gary pump fakes, drives baseline, kicks it out to Joel Webb. He can't handle the pass, and it is stolen by the Lions. And on the other end, Joel Webb blocks number 11, Jordan Foster's attempt at a layup. So now the Dragons have the ball back for their second possession. Baptiste gets it into Steve Jord. Jord, hook shot, in and out, missed, rebounded by Foster. And Foster now running the offense, gets it over to Murray Grant, who gets it back to Foster. And now is slowed down and controlled by Amir Johnson. Jordan Foster looking for a pick, now thrown inside, turnaround jumper in and out off the backboard by Amir Johnson, rebounded by Joel Webb, and now David Gary bounces it back to Deshaun Eaton and running some half-court offense for the Dragons. First points, which team will get it first? Deshaun Eaton over to Joel Webb. Joel's good drive baseline, and he gets called for a charge. The first foul of the game goes against the Dragons and Joel Webb. It will be Lions ball. Dragons are going to run a press. And Amir Johnson looks at inbound. He gets it into Jordan Foster. He gets it back to Johnson. 4 more seconds. Amir Johnson gets it over, gets it to Murray Grant. Murray Grant's pressured. He loses control of it, gets it back. He throws it off of Kobe Baptiste and out of bounds. So 16 seconds will be left on the shot clock, but it will be Lions ball. Still 0-0. About a minute and a half ticked off this game so far. Amir Johnson looking to inbound it. Has to find somebody, throws it out to number 20, Jason Muzan, who gets it back to Grant. Now Johnson driving across the front lane, tries to pass it baseline to number 5, Omarosa, but it's stolen away by Kobe Baptiste. He gets it back to Deshaun Eaton. Deshaun Eaton's going to drive the middle, pop a mid-range jumper, misses it. It's rebounded by Johnson, and we're heading the other way. Johnson going to try and split the defenders, gets Steve Dorr in the air, He misses the floater, and then it's tapped down to David Gary. David Gary stops. Difficult layup in the lane, misses it, and then Jordan Foster is fouled by Deshaun Eaton. So it will be Lions ball. First foul on Deshaun Eaton, 2 team fouls early on. Amir Johnson will get ready to inbound the ball. Dragons still staying with their pressure. Amir Johnson gets the ball back from Foster. Now Foster gets it back. Then Amir Johnson. Amir Johnson gets by the defenders, gets it up to Murray Grant. Murray Grant's going to shoot a 3. Misses it. Rebounded by Kobe Baptiste. And he gets over to Deshaun Eaton. Lions are about to make their first sub of the game. Balenga Kabasi is going to come into the game. Deshaun Eaton with the ball. Over to Baptiste. Back to Eaton. Over to David Gary. David Gary's going to throw it up to Steve Jord. Jord gets the nice basket. Excellent pass by David Gary. And Steve Jord cleans it up. First points on the board. 17:08 left in the first half. The inbound goes all the way across the line. And now Jordan Foster with it. Jordan Foster looking for the pass. Gets it. Missed shot by number 5, Amarusu. And Steve Jord ends up with it. Now Kobe Baptiste. Now Deshaun Eaton, left side. He's going to bring it back to the top of the point. Picks up his dribble, gets it to Gary. Now Eaton. Eaton gets it to Joel Webb. Joel Webb tries to throw it down. It's stolen away by Amaruso. That was a very tough pass. They were blanketing Steve Dorr. Now Jordan Foster on the other side, and he gets fouled by David Gary, and he will get 2 free throws coming his way. Free throws are coming to number 11, Jordan Foster. Foster averages 7.1 points per game. He's a 62% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. And the Lions get their first points of the game. Foster now. Second free throw. Murray Grant takes a seat. Second free throw is made. Murray Grant takes a seat for Balenga Kabasu. And now pressure from the Lions. Deshaun Eaton is going to get it across the line. 2 seconds to spare, and he is fouled. The first foul by the Lions is going to go on number 5, Jalen Amaruso. The Dragons ball right in front of the stands. Deshaun Eaton gets the inbound. 17 seconds on shot clock. Over to Baptiste. Baptiste gets it over to Gary. Gary's going to move to his right, pick up his dribble. Tough shot in the lane. Misses it. And it is rebounded by Kabasu, sorry. Now Amaruso on the other side misses the shot. And now Deshaun Eaton with the ball. Eaton tries to throw it down low to Dorr. He can't get it, and Amir Johnson ends up with the steal. He bounces up to Foster. Foster gets it back to Johnson. Now Muzan with the ball. Kabasu throws up a floater, misses it. It's rebounded by Webb. Webb throws it to Gary. Gary gets it to Baptiste. Baptiste is blocked by Amaruso. And now Lions head the other way. Amir Johnson with it. Kabasu over to Foster. Foster slows it down. Excellent defensive play by the Lions getting that block. 3-point shot for Johnson. Too strong. Rebounded by Webb. He gets it to Gary right away. Gary. Floater in the lane. A little too strong. It's rebounded by Johnson. And both teams are struggling to score the basketball right now. Kabasu on the other end gets it. And now Jordan Foster. Inside to Muzan. Muzan turnaround jumper makes that. 2-point lead for the Lions, 4-2. 14:30 left in the first half. Lions are going to have a full court press. Gets it to Baptiste, back to Eaton, and Eaton's going to get across the line. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Kobe Baptiste now with the ball. Gets it all the way over David Gary, left alone for three, and he drains that one. 5-4 is the lead. Now Amir Johnson gets around Deshaun Eaton. He gets it, and Deshaun Eaton steals it away, gets it to Kobe Baptiste, and Baptiste will two-hand slam it and make it a 7-4 game. Dragons up 3. And now the points are coming for both teams. Johnson bounces up to Kabasu. Kabasu gets around the defender, and they're going to call a charge on Kabasu. Excellent defensive play by Kobe Baptiste. Murray Grant comes into the game, and so does number 21, Aduaka Chukwuma. Sorry, Chukwuma Aduaka. Baptiste gets it into Eaton. Eaton gets it to Gary. Gary gets it into Baptiste. Baptiste misses the layup. It's stolen away by Kabasu, and he gets it to Muzan now over to Foster. Lions now down by 3, 13-19 left on the first half clock. Now Kabasu, Foster, Grant inside to Duaka. Muzan gets blocked by Joel Webb. And now Dragons heading the other way, trying to build on their 3-point lead. Eaton gets it over to Gary. Amir Johnson's going to come back in his game. Joel Webb misses the oop. Running baseline. Murray Grant now with the ball. And Kobe Baptiste is going to commit the foul on Kabasu. Cole Harshman and Taylor Silverman's going to come into a game for Baptiste and David Gary. Jordan Foster comes out of the game for Amir Johnson. Murray Grant with the ball. Bounces into Muzan. Muzan looking. Gets it out to Johnson. Johnson moves to his left. Pulls up jumper. Misses it. Cole Harshman battling for the rebound. Aduaka knocks it out of bounds. It will be Dragons ball. Cole Harshman gets it into Eaton. Malik Johnson's going to come into the game for the Dragons. Silverman back to Harshman, up to Eaton, and Eaton gets it across the line. Eaton over to Silverman. Silverman all the way over to Cole Harshman. Cole Harshman's going to drive baseline, take it, misses the shot, and he will go to line for 2. A blocking call is going to be called on Amir Johnson. Cole Harshman is a 60% free throw shooter, averages 7 points per game. Makes the first one. Steve Jor comes out for Malik Johnson. Dragons are going to preparing for when they need to be on defense after this free throw. Cole Harshman makes both free throws, stretches it to a 5-point lead, 9-4. Muzan now with the ball. Over to Murray Grant. Murray Grant has to pick up his dribble, gets smacked out of bounds by Joel Webb. He tries to save it, but they call it out of bounds. It will be Lions ball. Amir Johnson will inbound it to Murray Grant. We're back underway. 12 minutes and counting left in this first half. Kabasu over to Grant. Over to Johnson. Over to Grant. Now Johnson. Battle for the missed shot. Deshaun Eaton ends up with it. He's going to slow things down. Gets it over to Johnson. Johnson, baseline jumper, misses it. Joel Webb battling for it. Gets the rebound. Out to Silverman. Silverman drives and then ducks out and gets it to Deshaun Eaton. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Johnson will shoot the shot. Misses it. Rebounded by Amir Johnson. And they're going to slow it down. Gets it to Murray Grant. Back over to Kabasu. Kabasu tries to throw a baseline. It's stolen away by Joel Webb. He hands it off to Deshaun Eaton. Eaton with the ball. Jordan Foster will come back into this game. Inside to Joel Webb. Joel Webb, nice shot off the backboard. Inside the paint, 11-4. Now Eaton put in some pressure. Muzan throws it up to Amir Johnson. Amir Johnson gets trapped a little. Now Muzan will get it over the line just in time. And now Kabasu driving baseline. Misses the shot, but they will call the foul. Foul's on Cole Harshman. Kabasu will go to line for 2 free throws. Kabasu averages 10.8 points per game. He's a 63.6% free throw shooter. Misses the first one. Amaruso and Foster come back into the game for Muzan and Aduaka. Next free throw. In and out. Rebounded by Cole Harshman. And the Lions are going to put some pressure on Deshaun Eaton. Eaton gets it over the line, bounces over to Harshman. Gets it back to him. Eaton's going to take on everybody. Kicks it out to Silverman for an open 3. In and out. Joel Webb tries to rebound. He knocks it out of bounds, and it will be Lions ball. Joel Webb, the first one there, just could not handle it. Excellent pass by Deshaun Eaton. A little unfortunate that did not drop. Jordan Foster gets the inbound from his teammate. He's going to now up to Amir Johnson. Amir Johnson, a lot of pressure from the Dragons. Now Jordan Foster. Foster's going to drive in the lane. Gets it blocked by Halik Johnson, and now the Dragons are heading the other way. Deshaun Eaton. Eaton going to spin around. Throws it down low to Halik Johnson. Johnson was not ready for it. It goes out of bounds. Murray Grant inbounds it to Jordan Foster, who gets it back to Murray Grant. Grant bounces it up to Kabasu. Kabasu throws up a shot, misses it, rebounded by Cole Harshman. Eaton up to Silverman. Foul is going to be on Murray Grant, and Taylor Silverman will go to the line for 3. Silverman with the first free throw is good. Silverman is a 60% free throw shooter. I'm sorry, 81% free throw shooter. He makes the second one. Muzan will come in for Murray Grant. DJ Tucker will come in for Joel Webb. Silverman makes the third free throw. Muzan inbounds it to Foster. Foster gets it over to Amoruso. Back to Foster. Foster drives, misses the layup, battle for the rebound, goes to Cole Harshman. He throws it up to Deshaun Eaton. 9 minutes left in the first half. Dragons up 10 points. Now Harshman. Now Silverman. Back to Eaton. Baseline to Tucker, who gets it out to Harshman. Harshman open for three, and he hits that one. 3-point bucket, 17-4. 8:41 left in the first half. Jordan Foster now. Dragons are going to back off on their press. Johnson now. Kabasu over to Muzan. Muzan gets it to Kabasu. Kabasu gets it blocked. Amoruso ends up with it. He throws it over to Muzan, who gets it back. Amir Johnson for three, misses it. DJ Tucker pulls down the rebound. Dragons heading the other way. DJ Tucker out to Silverman. Fakes the pass, now he's going to drive. Gets it down baseline to Halik Johnson. Excellent pass by Taylor Silverman. And a timeout is called by the Lions. Coach Jerron Taylor. It's a full timeout. We are going to step away. 19-14, Dragons up. 7:53 left in the first half. Matt Trudell back with you. Let's go over some stats right now. The Lions are 1 of 17 from the field, 5.9%. The Dragons are 6 of 17, 35.3%, but they've hit 2 of their 3 three-point shots, and they've hit all of their free throws. Leading scorer of the game, Cole Harshman with 5 points coming off the bench. And David Gary with 3, Taylor Silverman with 3. And we are back underway. Jordan Foster gets the inbound pass from Amir Johnson. Murray Grant. Over to Jordan Foster. Moves on. Malik Johnson. Now Deshaun Eaton. Cole Harshman over to Silverman. Now Eaton down to Johnson, all the way over to Harshman. Harshman's going to move to his right, gets a pass in the lane to Johnson. Off the backboard, missed, and a rebound by Muzan. Muzan for the Lions, gets it down Maruso over to Foster. Foster thought about it, now he's going to try and drive, gets it to Murray Grant. Murray Grant gets it to Foster. Foster trips in the lane. Taylor Silverman ends up with it. And he called a timeout. Coach Smelkinson called a timeout. It was a 30-second timeout. We're going to step away. 19-14, 7 minutes left in the first half. All right, we are back. Taylor Silverman inbounds the ball to Deshaun Eaton. We're back underway. Silverman gets trapped right away. He splits the defense, throws it up, and Holik Johnson with the one-handed oop slam. Good job by Taylor Silverman getting through the press and throwing up an excellent pass to Holik Johnson. 21-4, 6:40 left in the first half. Now Muzan gets it into Amir Johnson. Johnson pump fakes, gets it out to Foster. Foster a deep three, and he hits that one. 21-7. I think the Dragons would take that all day long, though. That's a very deep three. Harshman gets it and gets it back to Eaton. Eaton gets across the line. He throws it all the way across. It's tapped down by Amaruso. Amaruso's good take on and misses the layup. DJ Tucker gets the rebound and gets it up to Taylor Silverman. Silverman's going to drive, kick it out to Harshman. Harshman a three, and he hits that one. 24-7. Trey Keys is going to come into his game for the Dragons. Foster gets it over to Muzan. Foster's going to shoot another deep three. He'll hit that one. So 2 for 2 on the deep threes. Now Eaton, 24-10. Dragons up 14 points. Silverman. He's just going to hand it off to Deshaun Eaton. Silverman will shoot a three, and he hits that one. We're having a three contest here in Columbia right now. Now Foster with the ball. Gets it into Johnson. Johnson's going to drive, and he gets blocked by Holik Johnson. They're going to call a foul. So Amir Johnson will go to line for two. Johnson is a 69% free throw shooter. Makes the first one. Trey Keys will come in for Deshaun Eaton. Kabasu and Aduaka are in for Murray Grant and Amaruso. Misses the second one. DJ Tucker comes down with the rebound. He gets it up to Silverman. Silverman's going to slow it down and get it back to Trey Keys. Dragons have all of their starters on the bench right now. Silverman over to Keys, now to Tucker. Tucker throws it over to Harshman. Harshman's going to drive, gets it out to Keys. Keys drives, misses the shot. It's rebounded by Jordan Foster and heading the other way. Lions can try and, he's going to shoot another deep three, and he hits that one, 3 in a row. And now Silverman with the ball, gets it to Keys, now up to Harshman. Harshman now tapped away. Good defense by Amir Johnson. It'll be Dragons ball. Harshman going to inbound the ball. Gets it back to Trey Keys. Now to Silverman. Silverman's going to drive, kick it out to Keys. Keys is going to drive. He's going to back it out. Now Silverman's going to take a deep three, and he hits that one. Taylor Silverman's on fire today. It's the Taylor Silverman Jordan Foster show. Now Jordan Foster with the ball. Foster's going to get a pick, and they're going to call a foul on Trey Keys. 1-1 coming to Jordan Foster. He's a 62% free throw shooter. Murray Grant's going to come in for Kabasu. Makes the first one. And here comes the second one. Gets the friendly roll on that one, so Jordan Foster pouring the points in for his team. Now Silverman gets it to Tucker. Now Johnson back to Silverman. Good way to beat the press. 13 points for Jordan Foster. Now Johnson gets it back to Keys. Keys will shoot a three. Misses it. Rebounded by Amir Johnson. And they will head the other way. 30-16, 14-point lead by the Dragons. Muzan now drives, kicks it out to Grant. Grant will shoot a three. Misses it. Halik Johnson gets the rebound and gets it over to Taylor Silverman. Silverman over to Keys. Now back to Silverman. He's going to drive. Shoots a shot off the backboard, misses it. DJ Tucker with the rebound and putback. Excellent play by DJ Tucker on the offensive glass, and he gets his first points of the game. Foster now gets it into Johnson. Johnson turnaround jumper, misses that one a little too strong. Trey Keys comes down with the rebound. Now Keys gets it over to Silverman. Back to Keys, now Harshman. DJ Tucker. Oh, excellent pass by DJ Tucker. And Keys got the ball. He gets fouled. He will go to the line for free throws. 72% from the line this season. Makes the first one. In the game, David Gary, Joel Webb come in for Harshman and Halik Johnson. I believe Deshaun Eaton's going to come into the game for Trey Keys, who's shooting. Back in the game for the Lions, Amaruso comes in. Trey Keys makes both of them. Deshaun Eaton comes in for Trey Keys. 2:49 left in the first half. The Dragons are up 34-16. Jordan Foster now with the ball. Throws it all the way up to Muzan. Muzan had Amaruso on the baseline. Muzan throws up a wild shot, misses it, and David Gary now gets the pass from his teammate. Silverman. Now Gary over to Eaton. Bounces it to Webb. Webb all the way over to Silverman. Silverman's going to pull the three. Misses that one. Joel Webb, excellent offensive rebound. And he puts it up and in. And now a 20-point lead by the Dragons. Foster gets it to Grant. Grant bounces it ahead to Johnson. Johnson splits his defenders, and he throws up a wild layup, misses it. And then a poor pass by the Dragons. Foster ends up with the ball. Now Silverman steals it away, gets it into Webb, and Webb gets the easy layup. Good defense by the Dragons after a sloppy pass, and now pressure. Muzan with it, gets it to the middle to Murray Grant, and Joel Webb steals the ball, but he steps out of bounds. So it'll be Lions ball. Murray Grant comes out of the game for Kabasu, and now Foster over to Johnson, back to Foster. Foster, the hot hand. Foster out to Muzan. Muzan for three, misses it, missed the rebound, and now Gary with the ball for the Dragons gets it over to Webb. Now Eaton, he pump fakes. He gets it over to David Gary. Gary fakes like he's going to pass. Throws it down low to DJ Tucker, who gets out to Silverman. Silverman for three, misses it. And then Muzan gets it, and now out of bounds, so it would be Dragons ball. Jordan Foster. A 30-second timeout called by Coach Smelkinson. 22-point lead, 38-16, 105 left in the first half. We'll be back. All right, we are back. Deshaun Eaton going to have the inbound pass, throws it out to David Gary. Gary drives, throws a baseline to Deshaun Eaton for an open three. 41-16. We are under a minute left in this first half. Dragons starting to pull away. Now Foster gets it over to Johnson. Johnson gets it tipped away. Muzan ends up with it. Now inside to Kabasu. Basu baseline pass. Amaruso has to throw up a wild shot because they almost got blocked. And now Deshaun Eaton with the ball. Deshaun gets a call from Coach Smelkinson. Deshaun drives and misses the layup. It's rebounded by Johnson. Johnson throws it down to Amaruso. And Amaruso gets fouled by Taylor Silverman. So he will go to a line for two, but he misses the layup. Amaruso comes into today's game 47.8 from the free throw line. First shot is up. Misses that one. All right, Tucker gets the rebound off the miss. Shot clock is off. It can be Dragons ball for our last possession. Taylor Silverman now. Taylor Silverman with the ball. Gets it out to Eaton. Eaton's going to step forward. 4 seconds left. Out to Gary. Gary for an open three. He hits it, and that is the first half. 44-16. Dragons up big at half. We will be back shortly to go over some first half stats. Matt Trudeau back here with Coach Thomas. Coach, a little bit of a slow start for your team. How do you like the way they responded to the second half of the first half?
I think they responded great. Bench production came in great. Taylor came in the game, gave us great points off the bench. Next man up, and I'm grateful for it.
Jordan Foster of the Lions hit a bunch of deep threes. How you shut that down in the second half?
He had a lot of open threes. We got a contested shot. I think he can't shoot contested shots, but you give anybody open shots, they're going to make it. College basketball.
All right, what are you telling your team at halftime to get ready for the second half?
Just execute offense, better on defense, finish with a rebound.
All right, thank you very much, and good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
44-16 at half. We'll be back shortly. All right, Matt Trudell back with you here in Columbia. Let's go over some first half stats. Dragons shot the ball 45.5% from the field, 63.6, 7 of 11 from three-point range, and 100%, 7 of 7 from the free throw line. The Lions shot 4 of 28, 14.3%, 3 of 9 for 33.3% on threes, and 50% from the free throw line, 5 of 10. Leading scorer in this game, 13 points by Jordan Foster, 9 of those coming off of three threes. The Dragons have had all players that played this game score so far. Their two leading scorers, Taylor Silverman and Cole Harshman, coming off of the bench. So that is looking like the Dragons are well on their way to having a 7th straight victory and a 25th straight home victory, but there still is 20 minutes left to be played in this game. We're about 2 minutes and 35 seconds away from the start of the second half. We'll be back when the action starts. All right, back in Columbia, the buzzer just went off. The Dragons are already on the court. It will be Lions ball to start the second half. Moves on Foster, Murray Grant, Amaruso, and Amir Johnson for the Lions. David Gary, Joel Webb, Deshaun Eaton, Steve Jor, and Kobe Baptiste for the Dragons. And we are back underway with Jordan Foster. Gets it tipped away, goes out of bounds, and they're going to give it to the Dragons. It looked like Deshaun Eaton smacked it out of bounds. And now we're back underway. Deshaun Eaton with the ball. First possession for the Dragons of the second half. Baptiste. Now Joel Webb throws it all the way across to Gary. Gary looks to get it across to Eaton. Eaton open for three. Misses that one. Battle for the rebound, and Steve Jordan taps into David Gary. David Gary's going to fire a three, and he hits that. And the Dragons are off to a good start, stretching out to a 31-point lead off their first possession of the second half. Moves on now with the ball, splits the defense, gets it over to Murray Grant. Mary Grant fires off a shot, misses everything. Kobe Baptiste comes down with the ball, and now Deshaun Eaton. Belenga Kabasu is going to come into this game for the Lions. Deshaun Eaton gets it over to David Gary. Now Baptiste. Steve Jor along the baseline all the way across. Now inside to Steve Jor. Steve Jor, tough take. Good basket for Steve Jor off an excellent pass by David Gary. Now for Jordan Foster. Gets it over to Amir Johnson. Now Foster, Johnson, and it goes off of Joel Webb's foot, so it will remain Lions ball. Murray Grant comes out of the game for Kabasu. Jordan Foster gets the inbound. 18 seconds left on the shot clock. Now Foster. Foster gets a pick. Nice baseline pass, but Joel Webb blocks Kabasu as he tries to lay it up. And now Deshaun Eaton with the ball. Excellent rim protection here for the Dragons in the first half and 2 minutes of this. Steve Jor gets a nice baseline pass from Kobe Baptiste. And Steve Jor with 4 quick points in this second half. Foster gets it over to Johnson. Johnson gets around the defender. A good call. A foul and Joel Webb. Aduaka comes in for Kabasu. Johnson over to Foster. Now moves on. Inside to Johnson. Johnson trying to find some space. He's going to drive. And they're going to call a foul on number 21, Kobe Baptiste. And Amir Johnson's going to go to the line. 69% free throw shooter. Misses that one. Second free throw is good, 51-17. Now Deshaun Eaton able to get through the press, no problem. David Gary open for 3. Misses that, rebounded by Joel Webb. He misses the putback. Amaruso comes down with the rebound. He tries to spin out of trouble, gets it to Aduaka. No, Muzan. Muzan has it now. He tries to bounce it over to Amarusa. Amarusa shot in the lane, wild shot in the lane. He misses it, but a foul is going to be called on Joel Webb. So 2 shots coming Amaruso's way. 2 of 4 Amir Johnson is from the line today. He's 0 of 8 from the field. So he will have a chance to get 2 free throws when we come out of this timeout. It's a 30-second timeout, so I'm going to stay here with you. David Gary now tied with the lead for Taylor Silverman with 9 points in this game. Steve Dorr, 4 points in the second half. He's 3 of 4 from the field. Now 6 total points on the game. Teams are even with turnovers. Rebounds, though. The Dragons are out rebounding the Lions 34-16, including 6-1 on the offensive glass. 20-2 points in the paint, 10 second chance points to 0, and 25 bench points to 0. So the Dragons just dominating this ball game right now. I'm sorry, Amaruso's going to the line. He's 0 of 2 from the free throw line, 0 of 4 from the field. He misses his first free throw. Second one is up. He makes that one. Makes it a 51 to 18 point ball game. Baptiste gets it to Eaton. Eaton throws it up to Gary. Gary's good. Gary across the line. He throws it down low. Nice block by Aduaka on the entry pass into the paint. And now the Lions heading the other way. Amir Johnson gets it to Amaruso. Extra pass to Muzan, open for three. He misses it. Rebounded by Kobe Baptiste. And he gets it back to Deshaun Eaton. Baptiste. Now Eaton. Door. All the way over to Baptiste. Inside the door. Tough pass. Turnaround jumper. Nice shot by Steve Dorr. Fall away jumper. And that brings him to 8 points on the game. A real size advantage. And you can see why Coach Melkinson's driving the offense through him. And Jordan Foster throws the ball away. So Dragons pressure gets to the Lions. Now Gary gets it to Eaton. Now Dorr. Dorr's going to shoot a jumper. It looks like he might have been fouled, but he misses the shot. Amir Johnson with the rebound. He bounces it up to Foster. Foster throws it up to Amaruso. Amaruso brings the defender in the air. He loses the ball, so they have to slow it down. Foster now gets a pick. Inside to Amir Johnson. Good pass by Muzan. Kobe Baptiste trying to smack it away. Johnson goes up, misses the shot. The foul's going to be on number 24, Steve Dorr. And now 2 shots are heading Amir Johnson's way. Amir Johnson 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Misses the first one. DJ Tucker's going to come in for Steve Dorr. Johnson misses that one. Rebounded by DJ Tucker. Fighting with Kobe Baptiste for the rebound. They get a little chuckle out of that. Now Deshaun Eaton gets it over to David Gary, who gets it back to him. Now Baptiste over to Gary. Eaton. Baseline Tucker. Baptiste has to throw it over to Eaton. Eaton's good drive. Gets it inside. Joel Webb. Two-handed slam coming down the lane. Deshaun Eaton with an excellent pass. Now Muzan gets it over the line. Up, it's a kick ball by Kobe Baptiste. All right, Muzan gets the inbound, gets it to Foster. Muzan, Dragons playing looks like a 1-3-1 right now. Now inside to Amaruso. Amaruso getting swarmed, and another kickball by Kobe Baptiste, getting his soccer on today in the gym. All right, Jordan Foster looking to get it in, gets it into Johnson. Johnson's going to drive across the lane. 2-point shot, misses. Amaruso goes up for the rebound, actually taps it to a Dragon. And now David Gary loses the ball. And now Muzan and Amaruso headed down. And they are going to call an offensive foul on Amaruso. Kobe Baptiste gets it to Deshaun Eaton. Now Dragons will be able to make up for their mistake on offense the last possession. No harm, no foul. David Gary now throws it up to, two-handed jam by Joel Webb. Nice oop. Joel Webb comes baseline. Nice two-handed slam. And now some pressure from the Dragons. Amir Johnson looking to inbound. It gets it to Amaruso, who throws it all the way down to Aduaka. Aduaka makes the easy layup. And now heading the other way, Gary gets it to Eaton. 57-20 is the score here in Columbia. 37-point lead. Dragons can stretch it to 39 or 40 with the 2 or a 3. David Gary open. Decides against it. 12 seconds on shot clock. Now he throws, going for another oop. Joel Webb cannot handle it, but Joel Webb ends up with it and gets an easy 2-point basket. Amir Johnson now gets it into Foster, and Foster is fouled. The foul is on Joel Webb. Joel Webb comes out the game. Amir Johnson gets in and moves on. In for him is Halik Johnson. Great minutes by Joel Webb tonight so far. Trey Keys is going to come into this game. Now Foster moves on for 3, and he hits that one. 59-23. Eaton gets it over to Gary. Gary gets over to Eaton. Malik Johnson goes into the center, gets the pass, gets it out to Eaton. Eaton kicks it out to David Gary. Excellent no-look pass, and for 3, David Gary hits it. Excellent pass by Deshaun Eaton. Another excellent dime tonight. That gives him 6 on the game. 7 assists. Only 3 points for the leading scorer of this team. Jordan Foster misses a layup on the other end. DJ Tucker with the rebound, not David Gary. Now Eaton himself thought about driving baseline. He's going to bring it back out. Bounces over to David Gary. They're going to reset their offense. Gary gets it to Baptiste. Baptiste will shoot a 3 from the point. In and out. Miss. Muzan with the rebound for the Lions, and they're heading the other way. 39-point lead by the Dragons. Jordan Foster now out to Muzan. Muzan over to Amoruso. Amoruso got his defender in the air, but he dribbles. Now out to Amir Johnson for 3. And Amir Johnson hits his first shot from the field. A full timeout called by the Lions coach, Jerron Taylor. We'll step away. 11:54 left in the second half. 62-26. Dragons up. All right, Matt. They're able to get around it. Gary now to Keys. Inside to Tucker. Tucker throws up a hook shot in the lane and makes it. For a second, I thought he was going to pass it to Harshman, who was open for 3 temporarily. Now the Dragons running. Now Foster to Muzan over to Murray Grant. Murray Grant's going to drive. He has to get it out to Amoruso, who gets it to Muzan. Muzan tries to drive straight in the lane. It's a rough shot. Misses it. And now rebounded by DJ Tucker. Cole Harshman brings it up. Gets it back to David Gary. Now to Cole Harshman. Bounces it to Halik Johnson. Johnson, he's going to throw up a hook shot in the lane. Misses it. Muzan with the rebound. And now Jordan Foster heading the other way for the Lions. 3-point shot, in and out. DJ Tucker gets the rebound. Now David Gary with the ball. gonna back out, slow it down for his team. Now Harshman. Trey Keys thought about it, decided against it. Cole Harshman now on the baseline gets it down low to DJ Tucker. DJ Tucker misses the hook shot, rebounded by Muzan. And now Foster. Foster gonna drive, get around everybody, and get a nice easy layup. Good take by Jordan Foster here. Definitely the star of his team today. 15 points. Now Trey Keys gets it over to David Gary. David Gary throws it up. Halik Johnson tries to tap it in, misses it, and it's knocked out of bounds. It will remain Dragons ball. Muzan comes out of the game for Amir Johnson. Kabasu, my apologies. Cole Harshman looks to inbound the ball, gets it into Trey Keys in the lane. Trey Keys misses the shot, rebounded by DJ Tucker. He misses the putback. Amir Johnson gets it. Dragons going a little cold from the field right now. Amir Johnson's going to drive all the way, kicks it out to Murray Grant. Murray Grant, 2-point shot in. Nice shot. Way to create your own shot there. 64-30. It's 34-point lead by Dragons. Cole Harshman thought about it, gets back to Keys. Now Gary. Trey Keys now over Gary. Gary splits the defenders, gets it to Harshman. Harshman open for three. Misses it a little short. Halik Johnson smacks it, ends up in David Gary. David Gary will shoot the three. He misses it, but he's fouled. Three shots coming to David Gary. 73% free throw shooter. First shot good. David Gary now the leading scorer for the Dragons with 13 points. These are his first free throws of the game. Misses the second one. A little bit of confusion. All right, now the third shot coming. Misses 2 out of 3, so only one down. 35-point lead. Jordan Foster now with the ball. Pick. Jordan Foster will shoot the three. He makes that one. Harshman gets it over to DJ. Oh, nice steal by Jordan Foster. Excellent defensive play to steal the ball. Now Murray Grant for three. Misses it. Rebounded by Halik Johnson. He gets it up to David Gary. David Gary. A block by Amaruso, and now Murray Grant heading the other way. 3-on-1. Gets it. Missed layup. And now Dragons heading the other way. Trey Keys over to David Gary. Wide open for three. Nope, they're going to call an offensive foul on Trey Keys. Steve George is going to come in for DJ Tucker. Johnson gets it into Foster. We're back underway. 65-33. 8:29 left in the second half. Foster gets a pick. Now inside to Johnson. Johnson turnaround jumper misses it. Amaruso goes up for it, and they're going to call a foul on Halik Johnson. 2 shots coming to Amaruso. He's 1 of 4 from the line today and has 1 point on the game. Misses the first one. Second one. Makes that one. 65-34 is the score. Trey Keys. Now Gary back to Harshman. Up to Keys. all the way over to David Gary. Good pass. And now Cole Harshman's going to slow it down. Harshman drives. Gets it into Johnson. Johnson gets a defender in the air, but he gets blocked. And now Cole Harshman commits the foul and moves on. A 1-and-1 is coming for Muzan. Muzan, 66.7% from the line. Coming into today, he has 5 points. He's tied with Amir Johnson for second leading scorer on his team. First one, makes that one. Makes the second one. Both free throws good. 29-point lead by the Dragons. Now David Gary's going to run the offense. Taylor Silverman and Deshaun Eaton are going to come into this game. Gary over to Keys. Now Harshman over to Gary. Gary's going to drive baseline. And they're going to call a charge on David Gary. David Gary's going to come out the game. Malik Johnson and Trey Keys, all for Silverman, Eaton, and Joel Webb. All right, Muzan now going to run the point position for his team. 7:29 and counting left in this second half. Deshaun Eaton gets a steal. He's going to go and dribble around his back. It's stolen away by Amaruso. Great defensive play. And he's going to get it across, get it over to Muzan. Now Amaruso. Foster, extra pass, Amir Johnson for 3. Misses that. Silverman ends up with the rebound. Now Harshman for 3. Misses it. Rebounded by Muzan. And now on the other side, nice 2-point basket by Amir Johnson. Cuts it to 27. Harshman now with the ball. Eaton, Silverman. Nice. Gets himself an open 3, misses it. Battle for the rebound. And it goes off of Cole Harshman. It will be Lions ball. Johnson gets it into Muzan. Back underway. Out to Muzan, over to Amaruso. Muzan. Now Murray Grant. Murray Grant's going to drive baseline. Tries a reverse layup. Nice. Very difficult layup, but he makes it. And now Eaton with the ball. Murray Grant now 4 points on the day. Eaton. Webb over to Silverman. Silverman's going to drive. Gets it into Harshman. Harshman gets contact from behind, but no call. Misses the shot. Now Foster out to Johnson. Johnson's going to step in. Gets it out to Muzan. Muzan deep for 3. In and out. It's tapped away, and Foster ends up with it. Now Johnson. Inside to Amoroso. He misses the shot, and Steve Dorr ends up with it. Lucky to get away with that one, the Dragons are. And now Eaton with the ball over to Harshman. Harshman open for 3. Misses that one. Joel Webb smacks it down. Now Foster heading the other way with the Lions. He's going to take it all the way and up off the backboard and in. And a chance for a 3-point play. The foul's going to be on number 24, Steve Dorr. Harshman comes out for Kobe Baptiste. Johnson misses it and rebounded by Joel Webb. 5 minutes left in this contest. Dragons up 65-42. The Lions are going on a bit of a run. Silverman now. Eaton. He's going to drive, spin, gets a pick by his teammate, out to Kobe Baptiste. Baptiste going to take it. Nice take off the backboard. Difficult shot by Kobe Baptiste. 67-42. Dragons needed that bucket. Dwayne Foster. He's going to drive in, throws up a floater, misses it, rebounded by Steve Jor. He hands it off to Deshaun Eaton. Dragons heading back down the other way. Silverman to Eaton to Webb. Now Baptiste. All the way over to Eaton. Eaton open for three. Misses that one. Rebounded by Johnson, but it's battled for on the ground. And Steve Jor ends up having it. It's going to be a jump ball. And it will stay Dragons ball. And a timeout is called by Coach Taylor. It's a full timeout, so we're going to step away. 3:58 left in this ball game. 67-42, Dragons up. All right, we are back. Dragons back out on the court. Joel Webb is going to look to inbound the ball. He's joined by Silverman, Baptiste, Jor, and Eaton. Amir Johnson, Luzon, Amaruso, Jordan Foster, and Murray Grant come back out for the Lions. My apologies. Webb goes inbound, throws it out to Eaton. Silverman, back to Eaton. Way to Murray Grant. Murray Grant throws it up to Amaruso. Amaruso travels. Just a little too much pressure from behind. Lost his footing. Took an extra step. Oh, he slid. Now Eaton with the ball. Just under 3.5 minutes left in this game. Silverman thinks about it, but he's going to back out. Gets it to Baptiste. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Steve Jor gets it inside. He turns around, jumper, makes it, and will have a chance at a three-point play. Steve Jor now 10 points on the day. Has a chance to make it 11. One shot coming Steve Jor's way. He is a 55% free throw shooter. And he makes that one. 11 points for Steve Jor today. Jordan Foster now with the ball. He's going to move to his left, take it across the lane, gets it out to Johnson. Johnson's going to go down the middle and get fouled. It's on Steve Jor. DJ Tucker's going to come back into this game. It's number 3 on Steve Drawer. Misses the front end. DJ Tucker. Excellent game by Steve Drawer today. 11 points, 6 rebounds. Missed the second one, rebounded by Kobe Baptiste. Dragons can stretch us out to a 30-point lead with the basket here. They almost had a 40-point lead at one point. Silverman for 3, and he makes it a 31-point lead. Dragons led by as much as 39 at one point. Amoruso misses the shot in the lane. Joel Webb ends up with the rebound, gets it up to Silverman. Silverman gets blocked, but they call a foul on Foster. First free throw's made. Kobe Baptiste comes out of the game for Halik Johnson. Misses the second one. And Foster now with the ball. Foster goes to the middle, misses, and they are going to call a foul. Foster now goes to the line for 2 free throws. 20 points on today's game, 4 or 5 from the line. Misses the first one. Kabasu's going to come into the game for Amoruso. Makes the second one, 21 points for Jordan Foster to go along with 5 rebounds and 2 assists. Silverman gets it back to Eaton. Eaton drives, throws the baseline to Webb. Webb for 3, misses it. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's going to push it over to Foster. And Foster shoots a 3, misses it. Same team battles for it. It ends up in Muzan's hands. Now 2-point shot for Murray Grant, misses it. Taylor Silverman smacks the ball away. It gets knocked away from him. And saved by Murray Grant to Kabazu, gets it to Foster. Foster goes for a reverse layup. It gets blocked by Halik Johnson. And we're under a minute and a half left in this game, 74-43. Now Webb gets it over to Silverman. Silverman gets his 3 blocked. And it goes out of bounds, so it'll be Dragons ball. Harshman will come into this game for Joel Webb. Harshman will inbound the ball. Gets it out to Eaton. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Eaton. Tough shot, misses it. Halik Johnson gets the rebound, goes up with the hook shot, misses that, and it is rebounded by Kabasu. A tough attempt by Aduaka. He misses it. And now DJ Tucker gets a nice entry pass to him, and he gets the easy layup at the other end. 76-43, 38 seconds left in this ball game. Dragons will improve to 14-5 on the season, 6-0 at home, and 3-0 in the conference. Now inside, stolen away by Cole Harshman. Excellent defensive play. Silverman's going to bring it up. They're going to hold it, and that will be your game. Dragons will win this game 76 to 43. Leading scorer of the game, Jordan Foster, 21 points. David Gary and Taylor Silverman tie at 13 apiece for the Dragons. We will be back to interview Coach Smelkinson in a couple minutes. All right, final stats on the game, guys. The Lions shoot 23.2% from the field. The Dragons shoot 40% from the field, and they win 76 to 43. That is all. We will be back home in the beginning of February. The both teams go on the road for the next couple games, and I will be back with you in February.